Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So before I get into this video, I would like to say, if you're new around here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule, that's for you to verify everything that you learn, whether it's here on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. That should be a rule to life. So getting into the video, this video is going to be about some credit score news that literally cost people thousands of dollars. And I mean thousands of dollars. Once I reveal this information later on in this video, a lot of you are going to be amazed. In fact, hopefully it will spark a change in some of you. Now remember, this is related to credit score news, not credit card news. And I want to say something real fast before I get into the article that I'm going to read off in this video. Majority of my videos are centered around credit cards and how to use credit cards, how to get the most out of credit cards and things of that nature. However, I often do credit score videos. Credit scores are just as important, if not more important, than credit cards. At least this is my opinion. You're entitled to have your own opinion, but I believe they're more important. Not only are credit scores a tool used to be able to get approved for a credit card, you're also able to get approved for other things by having a good or excellent credit score. But also when I mention credit scores, that's a soft spot for some people because maybe their credit score is not in a good place. So credit card videos are always going to be popular. They're always going to get views all over YouTube. You can see videos on different credit cards and how to get rewards from them are popular because that's what's going on right now in society. Everyone is after a credit card, but the unfortunate thing is we're $1.17 trillion in credit card debt. So the hype for credit cards is there. However, I feel like the education regarding how to manage credit cards is not there. It's not enough of it. Yeah, it's around and you can find it, but it should be just as much information available and actually presented as it is as far as credit card rewards and things like that. So hopefully going forward in the future, we'll start to see more of that. But that's exactly why I like to bring the news on credit cards and credit scores to let you all know what's going on. Yeah, it may hurt for you to hear it because you may be included in what the news is talking about, but it also could spark a change for you to make improvements. So that's why I bring it. So this article was featured on AOL. I haven't heard AOL in a while, but it was featured on AOL and it was courtesy of the Motley Fool. But I'm familiar with Motley Fool from stock advice and information on investing and things like that. However, they did an article regarding credit scores, and it's one that you don't want to miss out on because I'm sure you relate to it in some type of way and it's causing people thousands of dollars. So let's get into it. The article reads, drivers with poor credit scores pay up to 216% more for car insurance in these 10 states. This article was released on November 30th, 2024. I'm be honest with you, things actually affect more than these 10 states. However, they're listing the top 10 states that it is impacting. So we're going to get further into it and you'll understand why I just mentioned that as we get further into the article. But let's get into it. You probably know that at-fault accidents and traffic tickets increase your car insurance premiums. It's easy to see why. If you're taking risks behind the wheel, you're more likely to get into accidents, which means you're more likely to file claims your insurer will have to pay. But few people would guess just how big an effect your credit score has on your car insurance premiums. It can more than double your annual premiums in 27 states, and some drivers pay an even steeper price. It says 10 states that penalize drivers with poor credit scores the most. Insurers argue that poor credit, which often indicates risky financial behavior, goes hand in hand with risk-taking behind the wheel. This is why most states permit insurers to charge higher premiums to drivers with low credit scores. For context, a low credit score is usually considered one between 350 and 579, while an excellent credit score is between 800 and 850. Now you already see where this article is getting at. And this is something I wanted to present to you all and talk about because I don't really see it talked about as often in this space. Yeah, there are videos telling people that they need to increase their credit scores. However, this gets into one of the effects of not having a good or excellent credit score. And it's important to present it to people because once you present it this way, maybe people will understand like, hey, I'm costing myself thousands of dollars. I really need to get my credit score together because we're still in a place in this country where a lot of people, they don't really care for credit scores. And I'm gonna be honest, I understand why. If you were to do a poll, majority of the people in this country will probably say that credit scores aren't fair. However, whether they're fair or not, we still live in a country where they're effective and we have to use them. The average person is not wealthy and the average person is not a millionaire. And in fact, a lot of millionaires and wealthy people use their credit scores. That's a myth when people say, oh, wealthy people don't care about credit scores. Wealthy people, they don't care about credit cards. Yes, they do. And a lot of them, they use their credit scores, whether it's for personal reasons, like to get personal loans or finance a vehicle or purchase a home, whatever it may be, or they could use their credit score for business. Now, there are people out here and they're always going to say, well, wealthy people, they don't use their credit scores because they don't need to. And I could tell some of those people probably have never met wealthy people because if you talk to a lot of wealthy people, they'll tell you that their credit scores are important to them and they do use them, whether it's for business or for personal. So we're going to get further into the article. It says every state and insurer has its own rules, which is why you see different increases everywhere. Here's a closer look at the states that charge the 10 highest average penalties for drivers with poor credit. And then if you look at the top of this chart, it has the state, the average annual premium for excellent credit, the average annual premium for poor credit, and then the increase for drivers with poor credit. And you see the percentage under the increase for how much it increased by. And looking at these numbers, it's ridiculous. Look at Michigan. It's ridiculous. These numbers are horrible as far as how much people are being cost when it comes to their credit scores. So if you look at this list and it starts with Michigan, goes to Arizona, New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey, Minnesota, Kentucky, Virginia, Wisconsin, South Dakota. Based on the charts that I have done in the past with average credit scores, a lot of the states in the South had the lowest average credit scores, so I'm surprised to not see some of those places, but maybe they have different rules for the insurers. I don't know, but we're going to get further into this article, and if your state is on that list, you definitely need to be someone that's working on your credit score if it's not in the good or excellent range, because it's literally costing you thousands of dollars in insurance. And I don't expect anyone to get on here and comment and say they don't need car insurance and they actually have a vehicle. Don't be a fool. So we're going to get further into it. It says the difference can be substantial, though drivers in nearly all states see increases with lower credit scores. The few exceptions to this rule are California, Hawaii, and Massachusetts, which have banned insurers from considering credit information when setting auto insurance rates. Washington had a similar ban, but a judge overturned it in 2022. Interestingly, Michigan has a ban as well, yet it's at the top of our list. It's possible this is because of a correlation between riskier financial behavior and riskier driving behavior, as insurers suggest. However, many variables go into auto insurance rates, and each company's formula is proprietary, so it's difficult to say for sure what's going on here. So the article further gives advice on how you could better your insurance predicament. And of course, they mention going for better quotes and things like that and pursuing better premiums. And of course, they mention credit scores because the highlight of this article was credit scores. And just going back to those numbers are literally causing people thousands of dollars annually. And I just want to say to you all, People can keep coming by here and they could continue to downplay credit scores. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It doesn't make me sad. It doesn't make me want to go and cry. As you can see, I didn't stop posting videos. I'm here to help the people who do care about credit scores and who are interested in increasing and improving their credit scores and learning about how credit scoring works. That way they won't have to worry about having a poor credit score going forward in the future. They'll be able to prevent it and maintain their good or excellent credit score. So I just want to share these articles. I'm going to continue to share them. But at the end of the day, I predict, this is just my prediction, at least one time in your lifetime, you'll need your credit score to work for you, whether it's for insurance, whether it's for a loan, whatever it may be. You want a credit card, whatever it may be, you're going to need your credit score to work for you at least one time. This is just my prediction. It could be false, it could be true. You could do your research and decide whichever one it is, because I know a lot of people don't believe in credit scores. We have the debt-free community, and we have people who are not a part of the debt community who are also in debt who don't believe in credit scores. So they basically shun credit scores, which I don't understand, but people are entitled to do whatever they want to do. But I just wanted to make this video. As I always say, I share information on this channel. It's more important than just telling people about credit cards and how to use them. I want to bring credit scores to the forefront as well and make sure that people do know about credit scoring and how it works, as well as the impact that having a poor or fair credit score has on you financially, because it does impact you. But anyways, I currently have a poll, an active poll. I released it the other day. It's an active poll in my post section, so check out my post section and participate in the poll. But anyways, if you're new around here and you're feeling the vibe, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss a future video, because I post often. That's clicking on that bell and selecting all. Also, this goes to every single one of you watching, including my subscribers. Be sure to hit the like button. It literally takes 1 second. Hit the like button. That's the way of letting the algorithm know you support this video as well as this channel. I appreciate all of you for taking out the time to watch this video. This is Water Your Soil, and I'm out. Hey, what's going on? This is Nell from Water Your Soil. So as someone who went from a 549 credit score all the way up to the 800s, I decided to share the same information that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. This book is titled Strategies to Master Credit. I put everything in this book, everything that helped me go from poor credit to excellent credit. All of the information is in this book. So I want you all to purchase this book. A lot of you have already purchased it, but it's available currently right now on Amazon.com and also MasterCreditBook.com. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. You want this book. It has all the information needed in order for you to go from poor credit to excellent credit, or just simply maintain your good or excellent credit score. So get the book ASAP. And if you want something more in depth, you could take the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. It's more in depth. There are actually chapters in this course, and it walks you through basically how FICO credit scores come about and how they're determined. And really, once you learn how FICO scores come about and the concept of credit scores, then you're pretty much on your way to either going from poor credit to good credit, or just maintaining a good or excellent credit score. So if you want something more in depth, I have the course over at www.wateryoursoil.com. All right.